In Uruk he built walls, a great rampart, and the temple of the blessed Eanna for the god of the firmament, Anu, and for Ishtar, the goddess of love. Look as it still today, the outer wall where the cornice runs, it shines with the brilliance of copper, and the inner wall, it has no equal. Touch the threshold, it is ancient, a porch Eanna, the dwelling of Ishtar, our lady of love and war, the like of which no latter-day king, no man alive can equal. Climb upon the wall of Uruk, walk along it, I say, regard the foundation terrace, and examine the masonry. Is it not burnt brick and good? The 7 sages laid the foundations. This is Nebuchadnezzar, a historical city builder directly inspired by the likes of the classic Impression Studios games such as Pharaoh, Emperor, and Caesar. This game sets you in ancient Mesopotamia with the goal of building not just a city, but establishing civilization in a harsh land. When Nebuchadnezzar first released, it was a bit light on content, and a lot of people complained that it was missing a lot of features that, for example, the classic Impression games like Pharaoh had. But since then, it has been expanded greatly by the devs, and today I'd argue it's by far one of the best and most in-depth modern city builders. There's everything you'd expect from the classic Impression games, but also a lot more to expand upon their ideas, with a complex religion system, custom wonders, international trade and prestige, warfare, and really so much more that I've not really even encountered myself. Another thing of note is this is not a mere clone of Pharaoh. The biggest focus of this game is logistics and space management. You really need to have your transport and production networks arranged well, or else your supply lines can break down very rapidly. Likewise, the efficient use of space, the space you have, is very important, and arguably land is your most valuable resources above everything else. This game offers a lot to anyone interested in the genre. It can be a comfy sandbox experience where you just build your perfect city and manage a fairly calm environment, or it can be a very difficult balancing act where one wrong move can send your entire civilization into terminal decline. I personally appreciate the variety offered by the game and the built-in difficulty options. It really increases the replayability and makes it much more suitable to whatever mood I'm currently in. It's really the best version of a sandbox, one which allows for as much or as little support as you desire, and the ability to ratchet that up or down bit by bit if you want a little bit more or less of a challenge. I myself will definitely be playing it a lot more in the future. Alright, here we are in Nebuchadnezzar, and you can see just looking at it, it looks a lot like any of the other Impression games, if you've ever played those, like Caesar or Pharaoh. It's isometric, it's tile-based. One thing I really like about this game is just how beautiful it looks, especially once you get your city really going. You can get like a really nice looking city built. And I appreciate that, any city builder. I mean, making a city that works is fine. Making one that looks nice is even better. Though I'm definitely not the kind of person you should watch if you really want to have beautiful cities. I'm going to try my best to build something looking nice. But again, I'm not really that amazing in the design department. So just looking at the land here, this is playing in the kind of scenario mode. But basically when it comes to scenarios, they're more or less just kind of free play sandboxes. You can customize a lot of things, so there's a lot of different pre-built areas available, though you can make custom maps or download them if you like. Again, all the maps are more or less similar in terms of terrain. They're kind of rocky desert terrain with a few different areas, some kind of like rocky areas, some more flat areas, and then these green areas are fertile regions which you can farm on, though these are not the only places you can farm. You can see the map I have. The actual fertile area is fairly small. It's just basically around the river. Only in the north here you have a really big fertile zone. But you can use things like irrigation to improve the fertility of the surrounding area. So you're not limited to farming only in these like direct coastal areas or in these kind of preset green areas here. So we can use irrigation to set up a farming area and plan out our cities a little bit more. It looks like this area also has a lot of these little oases, I guess, which is kind of annoying because they take up a lot of space. I don't think you can actually remove water in this game. At least I've not really seen how to do it, if it is possible. So it is annoying having these little features here, but they're not really a big deal. It looks like there's a lot of space open available to build. Looks like also my starting road is right here. I should actually try to connect it up. It looks like some of these pieces are broken, so I will have to fix that very quickly. I'm going to leave the game paused for a moment just to prevent the time from going on. Just basically, I want to kind of plan out what I want to do. Now, like I said, I'm not really that great at making beautiful looking cities. I have played through the campaign of this a little bit just to kind of get my bearings of how to actually play the game. I did actually check this game out a long time ago when it first released and tried it out a little bit back then. And I wasn't that impressed with it at the time, but things have changed a lot, and we'll kind of go over some of the new changes. It definitely is a much better game now, and I definitely would recommend it now. But we're going to try to go through things here. I'll try to explain things as I go, and basically just try to survive. I do have warfare turned on. I've not really dealt with the warfare system that much yet, so hopefully I'll be able to cope with it. I'm just trying to think of a good starting location for my city. I do want to kind of be near the road and near the river. I think right here seems a good spot. It's a little bit rocky, but I guess that's not really a huge deal. It only really matters for certain buildings that won't let you build on the rocky terrain. But I think most of them you can build there. I think most of the houses you can build on the rocky terrain, no problem. So yeah, we'll start building these. We do have a lot of different things to think about. I'm going to start building a very basic town first, just to get my basic industries going. We do have this big farming area way in the north, but I think I'm not going to start farming up there. I think I'm going to try building in the middle and then spreading out a little bit from there. We'll build some other kind of regions around the map. Just this is a nice kind of starting area. We can get going here. I guess we can also use these oases for farming as well. I don't know if it matters the size of the water for how much water you can get out of it. I believe any water tile is basically infinite. So I think you can just pump water out of these little oases wherever you want. So we'll start by building that. We'll set some farms up. I'll set some up around here. Maybe around this southern area, we'll set up a few farms. Right here might be a good place to start farming. And then we can build the main town center over here between these oases. So I'll set up a few farming areas in this spot. I think just a couple crops in the meantime. We'll just get some wheat farming going. Set it fairly close to the water, not right on the water, but so we have enough room to kind of expand if we need to. We don't have to pay a lot of money for irrigation as well. I'll set up maybe 2 farms for the time being. So try to build this out from there. So we have enough space kind of covered between these two. Okay, I think that's pretty good spacing. 2 crop farms is enough. And we'll build some bakeries a little bit later. Also get some livestock farms a little bit later. Maybe we'll put 1 livestock farm for the time being. Crops, they produce food seasonally, but livestock will produce food continuously. So I think livestock I can move over a little bit. We'll try to arrange them so they're all in one spot. I'll try to get a bunch of livestock farms in one spot and then crops somewhere else. So maybe I'll put the crops there and I'll put livestock right here. And that'll be pretty good. Hopefully it won't be too much for the irrigation. I think that'll be fine. Let's set up the irrigation then. I'm going to dig a few canals here. Just to make sure the area around my farms is fertile enough. I'm going to have to set up the pumps to actually make them, pump water out too. I might do a few different irrigation ditches. Maybe we'll connect these ones up together. This is pretty good, and I might make a separate one for these ones over here. That might be a good idea. Yeah, that might be pretty good. So let's actually set up these irrigation canals first. We'll have to get a couple pumps here, because it looks like this area is a little bit difficult to build the pumps in. Put 1, 2 pumps there. Still not enough to fill up this area. Might have to build another one, right there. Maybe 1 more pump we need. So let's build a little bit more. One thing I appreciate is that the irrigation is basically instant. So as soon as you build a pump, it immediately recognizes that irrigation is being done. So it's not like you have to wait for it to fill up the canals or something, which would be a little bit annoying. Okay, that's enough to fill up this area. So this area is pretty good. We can start building the crops here. I'm just going to build wheat. Now, there's different kinds of farms you can grow. Wheat, barley, palms, date palms, flax, and other things too. I'm just going to build wheat. Like I said, I'm not that familiar with this game yet. I'm still kind of learning how things work. We'll just build a fairly small farm for now. We only have a few workers, so we don't need to build a gigantic farm yet. Actually, we don't have any workers right now because we don't have any people living in our town. I don't want to build more crops than my farmers can actually manage. So since I would only have 2 farmers at the moment, they can only manage 18 each, so I'm going to build basically 36 farms each. We can expand that later. We can always add more farmers. And let's add the irrigation for this livestock farm. This will be a nice little basic settlement. We'll build our kind of main little town here. We'll start with a very basic town, pretty low level, just basic workers to get our kind of simple industries going. And then we can work our way up to some bigger industries a little bit later. Okay, let's, I could continue this irrigation system, add more pumps here. That might be a good idea. And then just extend it, but I wonder if that's a little bit of a waste. I don't think so. Let's do that. That'll be good. Let's actually extend this up. There, this will be better, because then our irrigation will be less wasteful if I actually do this. It's being utilized a little bit more by this farm if I do that. Okay, we do need another pump here. I think maybe one more pump might do it. One more, maybe. We might need one more pump. So let's find another spot to put a pump in. Let's see where we can actually fit a pump. Sometimes it's hard to fit a pump in these areas. Like this kind of bumpy terrain, I can't fit a pump in there. Right here I can fit a pump. So let's put one there, and then we'll connect it up to the irrigation system. There we go. Okay, that's enough, right? Oh, I can't farm this rocky terrain. That sucks. Maybe I should move this farm over then. Maybe I should delete this for now. Yeah, let's delete that farm then. I'm going to actually delete this irrigation system. And we'll extend the irrigation over a little bit more. Let's put the farm somewhere else. Because I didn't realize, I forgot you can't farm the rocky terrain. So we'll move our livestock farm a little bit further south. That's okay. It doesn't really matter. I get the money back for doing it anyways. So right here is a good spot. This is a nice spot for the livestock farm. And we'll just extend the irrigation down a little bit south. Okay, we need to add another pump now. So really a lot of pumps going. Hopefully it's not too much money. I need to remember to save my money as well. Here, let's connect up right here. This will be a good spot. Really messy irrigation system. The ancient Mesopotamians would be pissed at me for this mess. I think that looks okay, though. It's not that bad, is it? I can maybe clean this up a little bit. I can delete some of these ones to make it look a bit nicer. There, that looks a lot better already. Just looks less messy. Okay, that's pretty good. Neat, decent little irrigation system there. That's enough farms. We can finish up this farm here. Yeah, we'll get the milk farm for some goats. Again, I'm going to go with the same, about 36 tiles of farm. And then we'll connect all of these up with some roads. I need to be careful where I put the roads, though, because I can't build roads over the farm. I can do this, though, so that's okay. Just build the roads out of this area. Ooh, I think I made a mistake here. I might have to delete some of these tiles here to actually build the farm out. So maybe let's do that quickly. Yeah, we'll have to delete a few of these farm tiles here to actually build out of the farm. And I'll rebuild them somewhere else. Okay, there we go. So now we got our farm set up. Let's connect this farm out as well. I'm going to have to do the same thing here. Delete this little farm tile. And we'll rearrange in a minute. That's why I'm on pause now, so I can just quickly kind of manage this without having too much trouble for myself. Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. A little bit of an annoying road network, but at least it kind of works. And we can fix the farms here just to kind of sure up so we have the maximum number of farms our farmers can actually work. I don't think I deleted any for this one. Only this one I deleted a few. So let's fix the farms here. Yeah, 34. Where else can I build a few? There we go, 36. Okay, that's good. That's fine. Just rearrange it a little bit. Connect all these guys up to the roads, and then we'll connect this road up to the initial road network. But let's build our little town area first. I'm going to try to plan out a kind of poor village area. We'll kind of keep our farming all on this coastline area, kind of work our way up. And we can work our way up towards this very fertile area up here as well. That way we don't need to irrigate it. But we'll kind of make our way up along the coastline with most of our farms. I'll try to keep the livestock farms a little bit in the south, the crop farms going north, and then we can kind of arrange things as we go. I'll put maybe our main little town right around here with our kind of main farmers here. I will have to also put in some warehouses, so maybe we'll stick a warehouse like right here somewhere. Or actually right here is a pretty good spot. Here, we'll kind of arrange it so we have a warehouse here for crops, and then a warehouse somewhere else for milk. Now, we do have to be careful with these kind of warehouses because we don't want to keep building lots and lots of them. But you see this blue range? It shows how far the workers will deliver anything. So they will only deliver like product within the range of this warehouse. So I kind of want to arrange it so I can get the maximum space available and still get things delivered to here. So I can at least build maybe one more farm and be able to still get some deliveries. So let's actually do that. I think this is okay. Okay, we'll connect that one up with the road. This one I'll set for just accepting grain only. Turn that all off. We'll just have it accept wheat. Turn that down a little bit, maybe like 28. I guess we can do maximum, doesn't really matter. This one's only going to be collecting wheat. We'll set another one down here to collect livestock, but let's set up our little town area first. Okay, I'll build up a little area in the meantime, and we'll kind of plan out exactly where we want our houses to be. All right, so I've set up my kind of basic little township here. We have a few starting farms. I have some bakeries to make some bread. I have some warehouse set up, and I have a little starting town area. I kind of went with the typical SimCity sort of block district. I have a bunch of these poor houses here with a market in the middle. Now, I need to actually connect the roads up for these. So let's actually build some roads around here. That way all the houses can actually be fully connected. They need to be connected by these roads. I'll build these kind of little block districts. I kind of like this idea. I was debating whether this would be a good plan or not, but I think this is all right. This looks pretty good. And everyone's connected up. We'll kind of arrange the networks for these guys as well. One thing you have to do for these sellers is you have to actually plan out their route. You can't just tell them to go like wherever. You actually have to tell them exactly which path to follow. So for example, this route should be able to hit every town. Looks like I'm hitting every house in this way. And we'll do the same for the other seller as well. Just plan out her route. There we go. That's fine. Every house is being hit, and they should be able to deliver milk and bread and be able to feed all these houses here. So let's get started with the game here. I'm going to unpause, and hopefully we'll get some more townspeople moving in. I think everything's connected up to the roads. We'll see if anybody starts moving in here. So far, our population is still 0. Oh, here's some people coming in. So these people move in, which is great. That should be able to seed our town a little bit. I have a few other kind of infrastructure things set up. I have some bakeries to make some bread using the wheat. I do have to set up a warehouse for milk as well, so we'll have to do that in a second. I'll set up a milk warehouse maybe down here somewhere. Let's set up a warehouse for milk. We'll kind of set up in this area. That way it can reach all of my milk farms, which I plan to build. So let's build like right here. So build a few milk farms in this area. And that way we can hopefully cover the maximum of them. This warehouse will hopefully pick up any crop farms we build. And this one can be for the milk farm. So let's actually connect this one up. First settlers. Okay, so we have our first kind of town folk moving in there, which is great. This one we can set up to, let's turn this all off. We'll set up to select milk. That's good. And then we can get this guy, the canvassary, to go pick up the milk. So this is how you move things from one warehouse to another. I can set him to pick up goods from there and drop it off at this warehouse. This warehouse will be for milk and grain. Milk and bread only. Let's have this one be bread and milk only. And you know what? We'll actually get rid of this guy. We don't need him to pick up grain. We'll have one pick up bread. And yeah, he can pick it up from this area and drop it off here. This warehouse, we can have it to collect bread. We'll maybe lower the wheat down a little bit, 28. And I'll allow it to collect bread as well. Maybe about like 16 bread is fine. These bakeries can start making bread whenever they can grow some grain. We need to get some farmers working. These guys are waiting for the season. It's not farming season yet. We need more workers. So once the workers start piling in, we should be able to start actually producing some stuff. I do have a few things here. I built, like I said, a small market here. They're just giving out bread and milk. I have a fire station just to hopefully prevent fires here. Looks like pretty fine. And I built a little park. Just because I had one tile free, I thought I'd build a park there. This shrine will lower wages. So basically everybody in this area will get lower wages, which is hopefully helpful. I don't have that many religion structures available. These are only shrines I can build. Shrine to Utu, higher production in the food industry, lower consumption of middle-class houses. These are all lower class. Lower fire risk, and lower wages. So I don't have that many options. I guess lower wages is fine. So we'll build that one there. I can build some festival squares as well, which might be nice for this little town area. I could build one in one of these areas, might be good. That way everyone can enjoy in the town. I can also build it in the middle here, but I kind of like having the fire station there, to be honest. We'll think about where we could build a little square. I might be able to delete one of these houses and build a square there. That might make this little town area a little bit nicer. Or maybe just put it right here. I don't know. This might be also a good spot. Right next to the canvas area is a little bit ugly, but that's fine. You know what? I think I will delete this house. Let's delete that house and put it right there. Right next to the temple. That way we can actually do some stuff. I don't know what the problem is here. She has enough routes to hit everybody. Okay, she's complaining about that. Now, I'm not too sure how the festivals work. We don't have any resources for these festivals anyways. We just have food. We can bring bread, I guess, if we even make bread. And goods. I don't think we have any goods even in production yet, so I think we'll just leave it at nothing right now. We need to actually start getting goods to be able to make this stuff. Right now, this canvassary is working to deliver goods as quickly as they can. Farmers finally working. We're still missing some farmers. We need more workers to actually work this farm as well. Let's build a few more houses then. I'm going to build another block, basically the same as this block here. Again, just building the poor houses I think is fine. And we'll leave it at that. We'll build just a few blocks like this, and I can fill the middle in with whatever, basically. Let's build the roads here, and we'll connect the roads on the outside as well. I tend to build in grids. If you guys do it too, I mean, I don't know. I'm not very creative with like old world style buildings, so I just kind of build in a grid like this. I'm a little bit lazy. Let's also extend the delivery range for these guys so they can actually deliver to all of these dudes. I think that's enough, right? Oh, one guy's not getting delivered to. It's a pretty long delivery route. Hopefully that's enough. We might have to add more sellers or another market if this is... People are coming back. Okay, good. Okay, there we go. That's a much better route. Jeez. Okay, so the other route is just a mess. But that's fine, I guess. Leave it as it is. We can maybe get another delivery, another hauler. That might be able to deliver things a little bit more. But it seems like they're getting enough deliveries. That's fine. Getting a few more people as well. We can build a few things in the middle here. A healer might be nice too. I don't know. A port we don't really need at the moment. I just want to build some basic things. Some more crafting might be nice too. We need to produce a few other things to make these work. For example, these are all for taking some products and producing some more. We could get some fish. That might be nice. But I think we'll just focus on our basic kind of things for now. We'd like to get some other production. Getting clay producing would be nice. Clay is a good kind of foundational material, and we could build up from there with other things later. Priest quarters. Oh, let's build a well. That's something I need, right? I don't have a well here. Let's build a well. Any area where I can build a well. Ooh, these areas are so rocky. We'll only build a well anywhere here. I could build one in this area, which might be a good idea. So maybe we could do this. Build a well around here, or maybe in the middle somewhere. I don't know if there's any area here that is kind of nice terrain. Looks like all of this is really rocky, terrible terrain, so not really any good. I don't see any areas that have a nice flat kind of terrain that would be great for a well. So let's just build a well kind of on the outside. I guess that'll have to be okay. I don't really think of that. Some of these buildings, yeah, you can't build them on just like any location. You need to build it on a kind of nice flat terrain zone. Actually, you know what? Right here might be a good spot for a well, because I'll build more townships going up, and then that might be a good area for that. Or maybe right here would be good. Let's build it like right here. And we'll set up a route for the water deliveries. All these resources are important for meeting the demands of different residents. Different types of residents will demand different things. Okay, that's a really complicated route, but that's fine. She's delivering to everybody. And look, some of our houses are already getting upgraded. So some of these houses are already getting enough basic resources that they can upgrade a little bit. We do want them to keep upgrading. So the next level is pottery and water. That's why I want to set up some water. At least if we can maximize our milk and bread delivery, we can hopefully get a decent little population here. See, now our farm's starting to work a little bit more. Our goat farm's also working as well. We can maybe build another goat farm. Milk is a pretty good product to produce. So I think I'm going to build another goat farm down here. Sorry, not livestock. Sorry, livestock, not that one. Okay, let's build like right here. This is a good spot. And it's still in the range of this warehouse. We'll set up the road first. That way I don't have to delete the road right after. There we go. Okay, perfect. And we'll build our irrigation as well. And connect this one up this way as well. Okay, that's pretty good. We can try to connect this irrigation system up. Maybe over here would be nice. We'll have to delete a little bit of this farm, but that's okay. Just to make our whole irrigation network a little bit better. There we go. Okay, that completes our irrigation network, and we'll connect these two up as well. There we go. Perfect. So this irrigation system is already a little bit better. We can kind of fix this farm up a little bit more, fill in any missing spots. There we go. Just to maximize that one, and we'll try to maximize this one as well. Again, making milk farm. 30 and 37. 30, and then we'll get up to 36. That way all our workers are working. We'll add more farms as we add more workers to the farm. So this should be more than enough milk production. And we can build more crops as well to keep up the bread production as well. Maybe a third crop farm, or maybe we'll just add another farmer here. So we'll add another few squares of farm. I think that'll be a better idea. Though, can we even have enough farmland here? Not much. Yeah, so maybe we'll stop that. I don't think we even have enough space for another farmer. What about this guy? This one farm might have enough. This farm might be able to fit one more farmer. Let's see how much space. I think we have enough space here to actually suit another farmer. Barely. I don't even know. Not really. Kind of a waste then to have another farmer. He can only farm 8 tiles out of 18. So a little bit of a waste there, unfortunately. But the road network and the irrigation takes up a lot of space. And people are leaving the city. Yeah, unfortunately, we got to supply them with their good demand. So we got a lot of milk. We're missing bread. One thing I might do here is let's bring someone over here for the food production. Build a shrine there to help with food production. Which one? Higher food production industry. Yeah, we'll build a shrine here. Right here is good. Just to help out the bakeries. Maybe we'll put it like right here in case we build another bakery. There we go. And I might build another farm a little bit to the north up here. Another crop farm. Another wheat farm, I should say. Okay, this is a good location, I think. I want to keep it in range of this, however. Maybe right here would actually be a good spot. That way I'm still in the range of this warehouse. There we go. That's pretty good. We'll have to extend our irrigation up a little bit. Fire hazard is rising. Oops. What's the fire rate? A little bit high. We could build another fire station somewhere. I think what I will do is build a temple here. I do have a temple to lower fire risk. So let's put a temple right here. to lower the fire risk of this area, because we're not going to build a fire center there. We'll build some more stuff in the middle here. I don't know really sure what to build there. And let's finish up our farm here. First, let's connect up the irrigation network. Okay, we do need a few more pumps. That's fine. We'll connect up a few more pumps to our system here. Let's put in a pump somewhere. I don't know where we can fit the pumps in. Just wherever we can, just throw them in there. Maybe one more, like right here, would be good. Now, is that enough to fill it up? No, it is not. Maybe down here. I wonder how much pumping I can actually do. Like, how far I can actually pump this water. Let's try, like, right here. Let's put a pump right there. That might be a good spot. Yeah, right here might be good. And hopefully that'll be enough. Just connect it up. I don't want to build too much. Just enough to fill up the irrigation network. Okay, that's pretty good. There we go. So this farm is set up. Let's build our road, and then we can connect it all up. There we go. So that should be good. Let's build up the farms as well. Some wheat farms here. Okay, there we go. So maximum number of farms for this group of farmers. Again, because of the way my irrigation is set up, it does take up a lot of space. So it does make farming a little bit less efficient than if you were on an area like here, where you have just totally green land. I can farm without needing any irrigation. But this is okay. Even building the irrigation network is like fine. This whole area in the south and east of my city is going to be just for like farming production. Right, our city's looking pretty good. Looks like most of the houses are upgraded. Now we're going to start building up some pottery industry. It looks like we have enough bread, enough milk for most of these guys. The bread production is going pretty well. Maybe we can add another bread producer. What are we mostly lacking? I didn't know they had voice lines for these guys. It looks like we have enough bread for everybody. What are some of these guys lacking? Some of these houses are lacking bread, though. So maybe we'll hire a few more bakers. I hire one more baker. Here. That should be more than enough. And we can add maybe another baker here to keep up the bread production. Maybe we could add another hauler as well. I don't really know. Let's actually bring 2 haulers here, and we'll have 3 bakers in this one to kind of balance it out a little bit. That should be okay. I think we're getting pretty good production then. We could also add more canvassaries to travel and deliver everything. Ooh, disease is spreading. So let's build a healer. That will be a good idea. Let's build a healer. Just fairly cheap. We'll build it in this area. Right here. And we'll connect it up to the road. There we go. So this should help out our town a little bit. I guess he'll be able to help this whole area. I don't think I need to set a line for him or tell him where to go. We'll start expanding our town a little bit more. We'll get some more poor housing. We do need a lot of lower class people. We're 42% unemployment. So I think our next goal will be building up some other industry. I want to build up some clay industry. So we'll build up a clay production facility somewhere else, and then we'll start importing the clay to our main township area. I do want the kind of mining and stuff like that to be a little bit away from the main settlement. So we might make our kind of clay pits in this area over here. So let's actually build up some clay pits over here. This will be pretty good. I'm going to build up a few clay mines in this area. It has to be on open, flat terrain. I think 3 is fine for now. That's enough. We'll build our clay production facility. We'll all be right here. We'll put our warehouse here as well to collect everything up. There we go. This warehouse will be just for clay. Clay and I guess maybe like bricks. And pottery. We'll lower the number of pottery a little bit here to just 12 because the pottery we want to be shipping out right away. Let's build our also pottery production facilities right here as well. So what do we need here? Ceramic workshop. Yeah, here we go. So we'll build a few ceramic workshops in here. There we go. Just 2 is enough, I think, for now. Maybe hire an extra pot producer in one of them. And this should be okay for producing that. Now we need to set up another canvas area, I think. This is how you move things around the city. I could move it to this warehouse. This will be the main delivery center for the township here. What I think I will do is I will add another district of my town, and I will have them ship it out to there instead. So let's add another district to our little town here. Again, I'm going to keep it just the kind of poor houses for now. Kind of keep things a little bit modular, like this. I think that's okay. We'll leave it like that for now. We can kind of rearrange the roads a little bit in the meantime. We'll leave it at that. And then we'll build our next warehouse over here and build another marketplace over here to deliver a few other goods. So this marketplace will be delivering milk and other things. We'll have another marketplace for something else. We can also expand this market a little bit later. It might be worthwhile to build a bigger market, maybe in one of these other areas. Let's see, I could build the standard market. It's a little bit bigger. It could fit in one of these districts though, so maybe I could build a standard market right here, or replace this poor market with a standard market. That might be a good idea. So maybe let's actually do that. I'm going to pause the game here for a minute. Let's replace this poor market with a bigger market that will hopefully be able to deliver to this whole area. Oh, never mind there. We'll keep it with the poor market. My mistake. Let's keep the poor market here. I didn't mean to mess that up, so now I got to reset that all up. We'll build another poor market in this area, and we'll have them both deliver different kinds of goods. There we go. Let's set up our road network here. Okay, this is pretty good. So we'll expand this market. Let's build our bread, our milk, and we'll have maybe another bread seller here to distribute in a little bit different areas. Okay, that's pretty good. Those 2 bread sellers should be able to cover enough. I might add another milk seller in the second market I built there as well, so we can kind of get everyone having enough of everything, basically. Okay, that should be pretty good. And in this market, we will connect up with this one. We'll add a pot seller and another milk seller for now. We can add a beer seller there later. The pottery seller, we can set her to start patrolling this area. Oops, I need to actually connect up with a road. Let's do that. Connect a road up to here. And now we can set up the routes. So let's set up the pottery route. We'll try to get her to deliver to most of this area. I hope this area is not too big. I don't know if there's really a limit to how big you should make your routes, honestly. Okay, 6 dots. That looks like it hits every single house in this area. And we'll do the milk seller as well. We'll get her to try to travel to all these areas. I think I will build a second well, however, just to take some pressure off that one well. Okay, that's actually pretty good. That's a really efficient route. Covers like basically everything. So I should probably do that more often. Let's build another well around here too. There, let's build a well like right here maybe. This will be a good spot for a well, or maybe like, yeah, that's a good spot. That's pretty open. Or even right here might be good. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put, yeah, I'll put the well right here. We'll get this well to deliver to this whole area. Okay, that should be pretty good. She is delivering to most of this area. Some places she's not delivering, but definitely the other well can pick up some slack. All right, so now our town's growing quite well. We got a lot of farms now. I think we have enough. We'll kind of see how things go, how they develop anyways. I do need to build another canvas area to start moving some goods out here, though. So let's get, first of all, a warehouse built. Look at another warehouse for some other goods. That way they can deliver to this poor market. And we'll build another canvas area next to it to bring material to that market. Okay, first of all, let's get our caravan guy for pots. He can collect pots from here and deliver them to this market. And then this market can deliver the pots to this market. This market can go and pick up the pots from there to deliver them to everybody. All right, that's pretty good. That should be enough in the meantime. Maybe we'll have this canvassary also go pick up milk from here. Is that too far of a route? That is a little bit of a far route. Maybe we should build another road to connect this area up. I think I will do that. Let's connect this area up. People are leaving the city. Why? What's the big deal? It looks like okay. Most of the buildings are up to the next level. I even have some third level buildings. Look at this. Some of these buildings are already up to level 2 or level 3. The next thing I would need is what? Administration and beer. So administration, I'll have to build some admin buildings later. We should be getting enough pot production from these coal plants. Let's build another delivery guy here. We'll do the same thing I did with the bakeries. 2 bakeries, one with 3 workers and one... Oh, we got a lot of grain here. Oh my god, the amount of grain. Let's build another bakery, actually. That'll be a good idea. A third bakery should help take the pressure off this area. I think this is pretty good. We keep them all in this little district next to this thing here. Okay, there we go. That should hopefully help the production a little bit from our 3 farms here. I think it's more than enough. Looks like everybody's getting fed. Who's missing something? These guys are missing some stuff. That's okay. We should try to increase our milk production, actually. We're going to need a lot of milk. We're getting way more grain than we are getting milk, to be honest. I guess the milk is being shipped out, so it's probably okay. A lot of new immigrants coming in is great. We need more jobs for them, though. I don't want to be building stuff I don't really need yet. We could start getting some other buildings. We could build some higher class areas. For higher class residents, we need better houses. So if I want like the townsfolk and not just like poor peasants, I need to build like the higher level houses. So townsfolk live in villas. And I believe they live in villas, I think. And then the residence is for like the aristocracy. But we'll build that later. I kind of want to get my basic economy done and get these guys. So some of these guys are not getting anything. This whole district is not getting anything delivered to them. So what are they missing? They're missing both bread and... These guys are delivering bread, right? They're delivering it to these guys. I guess I just need more bread. I should be getting more than enough bread production. Maybe I need more of these guys to deliver, because maybe I'm not having enough deliveries from that. Get more of these guys to deliver bread and milk. Yeah, get more of these guys to deliver bread and milk over there. And let's build a little bit more milk farm production as well. I'll build another milk farm. Okay, connect that one up and we'll build our pump line this way. There we go. That's more than enough to cover that. Looks like we do need a little bit of coverage here. Maybe I can build like this. There we go. That kind of covers the whole land there. It's pretty good. And let's build our farmland here for milk production. We'll have to start getting some meat production up soon as well. But for now, I think this is okay. There we go. That's pretty good. We can also expand these farms. Maybe we can hire another farmer here. And fill out our whole farmland area. I think 3 should be enough. Yeah, so that's close enough. It's not exactly full production, because I can't have everyone, but 16 out of 18 is okay. It doesn't have to be maximum efficiency. Like right here, I don't think I can even build any more goat farms, can I? Like 2 more, so yeah, I can't even fit anything else in there. Right here, can I build any more goat farms here? Some. Not that many. So maybe I could do that. Maybe I'll add 1 more farmer here. Just max out this farm area, this farm space. Okay, that's good. We can add 1 more farmer. 13 is not ideal, but it will be enough production there, and that should be more than enough milk for now. We're having tons of grain. Our grain supply is insane right now. I wonder if these priests, like this shrine, lower fire risk, lower wages, Hire, let's actually build some more shrines here. Let's build another shrine for the lower wages to reduce the amount I'm paying. Because I am just losing money. We'll build the lower wages and the increased production shrines in these areas here. Try to get it somewhere around here. Yeah, lower wages and then the increased production shrine. Oh, food industry. Oops, my mistake. So only for the food industry. Now, does this affect farmers? It does not. It's only for, like, the other producers. But that's okay. We can do some stuff with that later. So things are going pretty good. Our unemployment's going down. Some houses still missing milk. But this increased production should help with that a little bit. Let's get another canvassary delivering milk. That should help out a little bit more. They're pretty far, so it is a little bit of a trek to go pick up the milk, but at least having two of them should make it a bit easier and make the delivery of milk a little bit easier as well. I could add in another milk delivery. Let's maybe do that. Let's add another milk delivery seller. Okay, there we go. That's more than enough. I think that'll cover most of the houses. So 2 milk deliverers, 3 milk deliverers, and 2 bread deliverers, right? Actually, maybe that's overkill. 3 milk is maybe a bit overkill. Let's maybe get rid of that. Let's actually put in another pottery seller. That'll be good. That'll be a better idea, I think. I think simply just having more milk coming to this area will deal with a lot of my main issues. Okay, there we go. That should cover everyone for pottery. So 2 pottery sellers, 2 milk sellers, and 2 bread sellers. I think that's enough. Just a few of these places are missing milk. But I think with more milk production, that should hopefully deal with that a little bit better. We just need these canvassaries to move a little bit faster because they're taking their time going out there. I could get this guy to deliver more milk in the meantime. Maybe get a... Okay, we have 2 milk deliverers here, 2 bread deliverers, 2 milk deliverers. Let's get another pottery deliverer. Okay, show me where. Ooh, disease is getting really bad here. What can I do to deal with the disease problems? Let's pause for a second. I need to check out my health menu a little bit. Okay, I think we need more health buildings around here. So let's build some more health buildings if we can. Let's see. I built a healer already. I could build a hospital, but we don't have the workers to actually do it. We need like higher level workers. Which we don't have, so we can't really do that yet. Let's just build another healer around here in the meantime. I'll turn off this layer. We have 1 healer here. We could build another healer around here. Maybe in this area, that should be okay. And that should hopefully help lower our disease risk. We might have to build a few more healers around here. I do have an empty space right here. I could build something. I don't know what. We'll check out the fire risk. The fire risk is getting a little bit high. Let's maybe build another fire station right around here. This will be probably a pretty good idea to kind of mitigate the fire risk a little bit. So I'll put it right here. That'll hopefully help with my fire risk. My disease risk is pretty bad. It's not like that bad. Actually, it is quite bad. Hopefully the healers will help. I might have to stick in another healer around here because the disease is getting a little bit high in some areas. Yeah, these areas specifically. Maybe this second healer will help. I don't know. We'll have to see. Some of my areas are degrading again. Main issue is lacking milk production. They're getting a lot of milk delivered. I don't know. We might have to add maybe another milk, maybe another market. Let's maybe throw another market in this little central area to help increase our deliveries a little bit more. Here, I'm going to throw another market right here, and hopefully that'll be able to supply this whole township. I think the main issue is just the lack of supply. That's why we're not getting it, because we're producing a lot. We're producing a lot of milk. I think I have enough milk production. It's just getting deliveries is the problem. So let's see if we can deal with that. Now, this market is a little bit out of range of this warehouse, and this warehouse as well. So that's going to be a little bit of a problem. What we can do, however, is build another warehouse. I don't know if that's worth it though. So you know what? Let's delete this. I'm going to build another market right close to this warehouse, and that will hopefully help us with our deliveries. Here, I'm going to actually remove this house, and I'm going to put a new market right there, where I just put that house there. Because this is a perfect spot where they can reach both of my warehouses, and hopefully make deliveries of both milk, bread, and pottery. So we'll do all three. We'll do a bread deliverer, a milk deliverer, and a... I'll leave it maybe empty for now. I don't know if we need pots that much. We do want some. But we'll get at least the bread and the milk for now. So let's get the bread going around. She can deliver to everybody here. Okay, that's hitting everyone. It looks like almost everyone. Oh, some places not being hit. There we go. A lot. Oh my god, what a route. And let's get this one, the milk delivery, to hopefully hit as many people as possible. Okay, what a messy route, but at least they're hitting almost everybody. Jeez, okay. So milk and bread, and we can maybe add one more pot delivery as well, but maybe we'll do that later. I don't know if we need pottery yet that much. We do have some houses degrading. I want them all to stay fairly high level. I guess we can do a pottery dealer. Let's just get one more, like why not? Just so everyone's getting some kind of deliveries here. I think that's almost everyone getting delivered. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, that's pretty good. So one more market. This should be enough to supply everybody with the goods they need. And we can maybe even add another canvassary here. So these guys are delivering enough. We might need more production. Like, we're getting a lot of production here, but maybe not enough bread. Let's add a few more bakers down here. That might be a good idea. One more baker. And I can add maybe another bakery down here as well. Might have to see if we can fit in another farm. What we could do is maybe add another worker, since we can't add too many farmers. New trade opportunities. Okay, that's something we need to do. With Khiton, we haven't set any kind of things yet. And I don't have anything to give as a gift either. So we might have to wait on that later. We should set up some trading soon. We have to build a port next to the water to do that. But I see it's going pretty well. We should see if we can hold a festival. That'd be a good idea. Let's sow some goods, maybe some bread and some pottery. And then we can hold a festival for... Let's do Utu. That'd be good. Okay, we'll set these three. We'll have an event for them later. Actually, I think we'll just do one for now. We'll do Utu, and we'll build up what we need to actually supply him in a little while. And then we can have a kind of small festival for him a little bit later, if possible. Okay, let's see what else we can build around here. Let's see if we can build a few more services. Now, a lot of these better services, we're going to need a better people to actually manage it. So what we could do in the meantime is set up some other things here. Standard market. We could build a standard market. That might be good. Luxurious market is for like luxuries, which we don't really need yet. I would like to start getting some higher level townies pretty soon. We're going to need to build some better areas for them too. Now, do we have enough water for everybody? I wonder. I think everyone's getting enough water, right? Yeah, I think water's not really an issue. We're getting a lot of good houses now. Everybody's getting supplied, so I think our supply issues are kind of done. We have a pretty decent little township. I think what our next step should be is building up a little bit more industry. Okay, these industries are going pretty well. We have lots of clay. We could build another clay worker. That would be a good idea. And then let's start working on the next level of our production here. There we go. That's good. So another clay worker will be fine. Produce more pots to be able to supply all these guys. And let's think about the next thing we need. So we got a lot of stuff here. Let's see if we can build another little district of our town, but this time with some higher level buildings. So I'm going to build it over here. I do have an okay amount of money. I think I have enough to build it. I think we're going to build it over in this area around this little pond. Or maybe we should build it over to the north a little bit. I'm not really sure. I think right here will be a good spot to build another little area, but we'll kind of separate it from the poor area of town. I could also use the stone roads for this area. So we'll try to separate this district from the poor district. And I'll set it up around here. We'll build some kind of nice little villas around this little lake here. This will be a nice little area. And let's start building our next level of town. Build a few of the villas here. And I'll see if I can set up another nice little area to do it. Okay, this area will be the kind of the villa district. We'll build also a nicer market around here and another warehouse to kind of deliver some goods. But we'll have to see what we actually need to build this. So what do they need? They need dates and they need fish to get the next level of the villas here. And this should be able to start getting us some new people coming in. So we need to start building some date farms and some fishery to start getting people moving in here. I think what I'll also build is a marketplace. Let's build the standard market. We'll stick it right around here. And this should be able to deliver to all the rich townies in this area. You know, we'll put it right here. And we'll start building our date farming, maybe in the south over here. Like this area might be a good spot to build some date farms. There we go. So put that there. I'll put a warehouse in the area around here too. This will be the main delivery zone for this. So right here might be a good spot for it. It's a little bit ugly, but that's fine. At least we can get some deliveries coming in there and connecting to this. Ooh, some of our villas are totally collapsing if no one's moving in there, which is not good. Oh no, so that's the two villas there. So let's set up our next market around here. We'll have to get some fishing industry going. This one will be just for, let's turn all this off. This will just be for dates and fish. There, that's good. And I'll have to start building the date farming industry down here. So I think this will be a good area for farming dates. We can do it over in this area. Going north will be more like other crops, but let's set up some date farms in this area here. Some crop farms. Let's build them right close to the water here. Okay, so we need to add one more pump. Let's put one more around here, and then that should be enough for this little irrigation network. There we go. Okay, that's perfect. That's enough for the date farming, I think. Maybe we can extend this up a little bit. There we go. Looks like we need one more pump. So let's throw another pump in here to be able to supply all of this. Okay, there we go. That's enough. And let's put another little line over there. There we go. And is that enough to cover everything? Looks like it is. So let's see. Let's build our date farms now. There we go. And then we'll build some more in this area too. We'll have to also set up some barley farms so we can actually start getting some beer. There we go. Okay, that should be more than enough for the date farms, and that should supply the dates here. I'll put another warehouse down here to collect dates from all these farms. We'll put it like right here. This should be a good area for farming dates. We can maybe set another farm in this area to fully take advantage of everything. Yeah, like right there will be good. Just on the edge of that, we can turn this into a big date farming zone, and this warehouse will be just for dates. We'll set up a canvassary to deliver the dates to this warehouse as well. And some more roads. Let's set up another road network going this way. So everything's actually connected up a little bit. There we go. Pretty good. I think that's pretty nice. Actually, let's change this road to stone road. All the roads touching my villas should be stone roads, I think. So we'll make it like that. And let's set up a canvassary here to deliver everything. They're delivering dates from here, collect them up, and drop them off in this warehouse. And that should be pretty good. And then we'll get a date seller. Okay, pretty simple right now. We don't have too many villas. We'll build more up later, and we'll build up some more cellars a little bit later. Oh, people leaving the city. Our city's pretty good, though. Like, this area of the poor section is doing pretty well. We do need a few more things. So we need an administration, and we need beer. But to get administration, we need some higher-level villagers, which means we need these villas to start building up as well. But the date farming should be able to produce some dates, and that'll help. Let's maybe get another date farmer. So how much farming area can we get here, maximum? 11. That's okay. We'll leave it at that. That's pretty good. How much can this guy manage? He can get a little bit more, so maybe we'll add another date farmer there later. All right, that's pretty good. So getting the dates coming in will help supply this. Now we need to get fish. So let's set up an area for some fishing. Maybe somewhere along the coast here will be good. Maybe in this open bay area will be a good spot for fishing. So let's set up a few fishing locations. Fishing pier will be good. Okay, maybe right here looks pretty good. This is a nice little coastline area. I guess I can just line them up like this. I don't see there's any reason why not. So let's do that. Let's get a lot of fish coming in. I think 3 will be enough. I don't know if I should overkill it. Like, is this overkill right now? Let's do 3. That should be okay. Now, this is going to be a long walk back to the town, though, which is a little bit annoying. But at least we can connect that all up. Hopefully it's not too far. And we'll build another warehouse around here to collect up the fish. There we go. Okay, this warehouse will be just for fish only. And the problem is we're going to have to get a canvassary to go all the way out there, collect the fish, and bring it back. So let's do that anyways. Let's add a route here. We might have 2 of them because this is going to be a long route. It might be better to have 2 of them doing it just to make sure the route is supplied enough. So let's actually get 2 of these guys to do that. So there's constantly someone going and delivering fish to this warehouse. Lots of dates, though, at least, so that's pretty good. All these guys are getting dates delivered, which is great. Let's build a few more villas, and we should also build up a few more other things, too. So one thing I saw is temples. I do have a temple, lower consumption of middle-class houses, so we should throw these in there, too. Yeah, right here would be a good spot for that. And if I could throw one right here as well, maybe we should delete this market and throw one like right there, because that'd be a great spot to put this. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'm going to delete this market and put a temple right there. Let's actually pause for a second. Lower consumption of the middle-class houses. I think these are all middle-class houses, right? And then we'll throw our market right in the middle there. There we go. Right here is fine. And then do the same thing. Set up our delivery for dates and our delivery for fish. There we go. And another route for fish. Same idea. Just deliver around this whole area, and we'll build more villas in this little area as well. And that should be enough to get these villas starting to get filled up with people. What we also need is maybe some kind of parkland for these guys too, so they can enjoy themselves a little bit more. So I'm going to build a little bit of parks, because this area is appeal. This actually area is pretty appealing, or not very appealing, pretty low appeal. But we do want some appeal, so let's build a few nice things around here. Like a festival square will be great. Like right here will be good. And some more kind of nice little parkland areas will be great for these guys to kind of enjoy. And one more park over here will be good, next to the temple. That's not bad. This will make this area a little bit nicer. So now my city's getting pretty good. We'll see if these houses can actually get filled with people soon then. And get a little bit more of the elite townsfolk people joining in. I think what I'm going to do is add another hauler. So that way these haulers can move more stuff in there. At least our poor area of town is doing quite well. Let's also work on some admin. Since we're going to get some new townies pretty soon, I'm going to build the administration. We'll put the administration building right here, and that should provide admin to this whole region where all the poor people live. There we go. Now we do need some clay tablets, so we'll have to get some of those going around. We will have this guy kind of go around the whole poor district and provide administration. Okay, that covers everybody there. One house not being covered. Okay, there we go. That covers this whole like poor district. Though we do need clay tablets, so we need to make them here. Let's get a tablet maker. We should also throw in another clay mine. Where can we fit another clay mine? Not that many spots. Maybe right here would be good. It has to be open land to fit more clay mines. I could also put more clay guys here. There, a lot of clay producers. That should be more than enough to supply this. Let's build a ceramic workshop, tablet workshop. This is what we need. Let's put our tablet workshop right here. This will be our whole clay production area. Will be pretty nice. You know, let's put it right here. This will be a good spot. And I'll build up a little road to connect it up. I want to kind of avoid making a messy environment here. So we'll have enough little space to produce these things. Now we need townsfolk to work here. So we need some townsfolk to actually move in. We're getting some townsfolk now, but they're probably busy working. Like this admin building. I don't know where the townsfolk are going. We do have some townsfolk. I don't know where they're working. Well, we need more workers to be able to actually work here and produce this stuff. Ooh, we got a huge overproduction of milk, looks like. You know, we should actually expand our poor sector of town a little bit. I'm going to make a new poverty district a little bit over here because we're getting, like, overwhelmed by... let's actually lower this a little bit. And lower the milk production a little bit here so we don't get overflowing of these things. Oh my god, why do I have everything going in here? This should only be for milk and pottery. Yeah, I gotta be careful about this. I don't want everything to be overwhelmed with filling up with all this junk. So yeah, this should be just milk and bread, and this should be milk and pottery, and that's it. And this one, just dates and fish. Now, only a few houses being filled up. The appeal is not bad here. I guess we can improve the appeal a little bit. Try to make this area a little bit nicer. Let's do some things to make it nicer then. Let's build some kind of monuments in this area. We'll mark some monuments here to show this is the nice area of town you're now entering. Yeah, so these guys need some more appeal, so we need to kind of decorate this area a little bit. We'll also put something to kind of block the poor part of town so they can't look at it. So let's see what we can build here. Some steles, some parks, some trees. You know, let's put like a line of trees in this area. That'll be good. That way it kind of blocks the sight lines a little bit of the poor people, so they don't have to actually look at them. Can I fit a few more villas in this area? I don't know if I can. I guess I could fit a villa here, right? I can fit a few more in this back area. It is a little bit ugly though, so we do need to fix up the roads for one. Let's build a stone road right here. And then we'll have to make this area a little bit nicer so people actually want to live there. This whole area, like I said, we want it to be our nicer area of town. So we'll have to add a few things here. Add some flower beds maybe. Let's actually put some parks right over here. And I'll put a temple right here. This will be a good spot. Lower middle class consumption, lower fire risk, lower wages, higher production of food industry. Let's put a lower fire risk somewhere here where it can actually cover a lot of people. You know, let's delete one of these houses, and we'll fill that in with some other things, like some temples and stuff. Let's do a lower... Actually, you know what? Let's put a fire station here. I think that'll be a good idea, because we do need some fire protection for this whole area here. We do need a well as well. Let's put in some more wells. I guess we'll have to find a good spot. This whole area is so rocky. I can't even build a well around here. Right here might be a good spot. So let's put another well right there. And just add up a route. Okay, that's pretty good. That's out of the delivery range almost, but at least it'll deliver water to this area, which is good. I don't know if these guys actually need water, though. Okay, we need to kind of nicen up this little environment a little bit. This area is too ugly for anyone to even move in here. I'll see if I can add a few more decorations around here to make it look a little bit nicer. There, put some more little parklands around here. That should make this area a little bit nicer. We'll try to encircle this whole place in just like trees. See what else we can put around here that might be nice looking. I don't really know what. Put a big statue maybe, that might be nice. Try to make a nice little area around here to again help these guys be a little bit more happy. Let's do at least a line of grass around here. That might make this area a little bit nicer. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I want to keep those obelisks. Those are quite nice. Let's build the obelisk again. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if we can put a few things around this area. Just kind of decorate it a little bit. Put some trees and some grass around. Just wherever we don't have any grass, we'll try to put some in to make it look a little bit better. Here, let's put some trees behind these guys as well. That'll be nice. Just to make a line of trees everywhere behind these buildings. There, that instantly made them a little bit nicer, so they like that a lot. So yeah, look at that. So everybody's pretty happy. We should maybe put a line of trees right here as well. Maybe what I'll have to do is actually delete another one of these houses and put in a park there. Let's delete this house and we'll put in a park. This will hopefully make them fairly happy. There we go, and we'll put a temple right beside it to lower wages or something. Lower fire risk, lower wages. No, not lower wages. Lower consumption. That's what we need. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay, that should help a lot. Now we got some people coming in. We should be able to have some actual production. So we got production of these guys, full storage. Oh, I need to set up a warehouse to actually collect this stuff. Let's set this warehouse to collect these ones. I'm not collecting bricks right now, so we'll leave that as it is, and we'll put the tablets here. Fairly low, just 12 tablets. And we can set one of these warehouses to collect tablets. I'm not really sure which one will be good. Okay, there we go. Now, I don't know if this guy needs to bring religion to everybody. Who actually needs religion? I think it's only these guys, the rich people, who need religion. So maybe we don't need to do the whole area. Yeah, let's remove all his stops. We'll just put a very basic route around this area here. There we go. So he can just provide religion to the upper town area, the uptown and the lower town area. I would like to expand my lower town a little bit. We do need some more jobs for these guys. And I need to put these tablets in storage somewhere. Get them to deliver wherever they need to go. Let's see. So how far away can these guys deliver? I don't know how far they can go. Up to this area. You know what? Let's put some tablets here. This will be a good place for tablets. We'll lower these ones a little bit, and then we'll have tablets delivered here. Let's do like 8 tablets. I think that'll be good. They just need to go to the admin, so hopefully they'll be able to deliver there. And we'll have a canvassary come deliver tablets. There we go. So that canvasser should be able to deliver tablets, and then we'll be able to get some administration and fully upgrade our lower town district area. Okay, a few of these guys still missing things. What are these guys missing? Oh, is it because my market is not delivering? That's why. Okay, so we need to add some more routes for the market to actually deliver to everybody here. There we go. Okay, so let's do that. That's fine. So we have our uptown area and our lower town area. We'll try to continue building some houses around here. Let's also upgrade some of these roads. Though we're really low on money, so we got to start worrying about that a little bit and be careful about how much we're spending. Maybe take it easy on the spending for the time being. We're ready to have our ceremony. Oops, almost. Never mind. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's celebrate. There, so we can have a nice little celebration. Everybody's pretty happy. Uh-oh, a fire broke out. Oh, no. Okay, firefighters, please go deal with that. Are these guys going to go do something? Extinguishing fire, okay. Ooh, boy, okay. Jeez, careful. And it destroyed this little town, this little house. I need to build more fire stations. I think I have enough. 2, 3. What's the fire risk like? Let's build another fire station over here. That might be a good idea, actually. Kind of to cover this other district up here. There we go. That should cover the northern part of the city, I hope. And we could build another well around here as well to hopefully supply water to that area. Okay, let's just do a small route for this one. I don't think the upper class houses need water, so I don't know if I really need to bother delivering to them, but like, why not? Make sure everybody gets water. If possible, I guess. That seems okay. There we go. So a big route for the water seller. Like I said, I don't know if the upper class houses need water, but now this is looking pretty nice. This town is looking really nice. I think what we need to do next is start working on a big temple, like a ziggurat or something like that. We could do that. Maybe we should work on a temple. That might be a good idea. Ooh, very, very big. Gonna be gigantic, but we could maybe fit it in right here. A little bit too big. Where can we fit something like this? I don't even know where. Maybe in the north half of the city. I would like it to kind of be near my elite district, which would be like right here would be the best spot, honestly. What I could do is rearrange the roads a little bit to fit this in. We could put the temple like right here. So I think that's what I might do. Let's pause for a second, and I'm going to rebuild my roads to fit this temple district. Okay, there we go. So this will be our temple. You can make a custom temple if you want to. I'm a little bit lazy, though, to be honest. And let's build a canvassary. We'll start importing some bricks over to this area. And I think we're going to really have to ramp up our clay production. So let's actually make another clay pit. And we'll build a second warehouse to hold all the extra clay as well. Okay, there we go. This warehouse will be just for clay only. Let's do clay. We'll do pottery again. Actually, no, this one will just be for clay only. Let's get rid of clay from this one. We'll put this one for all the other products, like bricks, pottery, and tablets. And this one will be for clay only. So let's actually exit all the clay. And all the clay can just go here. That'll be pretty good. So that's more efficient, a little bit more efficient. And we'll have to start making a brick kiln as well. So let's start making that. A brickworks. Let's throw one right here. Again, our little production district. I think we have enough tablets, right? Do we have enough for that? Yeah, so this is pretty good. We should be able to start getting some higher level towns soon. Looks like we're not getting much administration though. Some places are. We do need some beer, however. We can hire another admin worker, so maybe that'll be another good idea. Make sure he's covering everybody. Okay, that covers this whole little poor town. I should be able to upgrade these guys. And let's get another worker here as well to hopefully support that a little bit. And that should be enough to give admin to this area. Now we need to get some beer production going. That'll be the next step in that. And I remembered I need a canvassary. So we got our brick worker. Let's get 3 brick workers at the moment. These guys can get enough, I think. Yeah, it looks like they're having enough production there. Let's get another canvassary here to help bring in some more bricks to this warehouse. Okay, there we go. That's more than enough. I think that's pretty easy to manage. So we got our brickworks going. We got all these things going. And that's pretty good, I think. And then hopefully we'll be able to start moving these ones in to start getting some more stock of bricks. And produce this thing. People are leaving the city. Why are they leaving? Oh my god. Next thing we need to get some beer. So let's build a few more farms. I think we have more than enough grain. This grain and bakery is going pretty good. Fish is also going quite good. Am I even importing the fish properly? Looks like I am. So I think I have a huge amount of fish production. Let's build some barley farms somewhere. Maybe further north a little bit, we'll build some barley farms in this area. This will be a pretty good area for that, I think. Let's build a few right around here. Crop farms around this area here. I need to be in the flat land area to be able to take advantage of everything. So I think this will be good. Right there, I think 2 barley farms should be more than enough for some beer. Let's connect up the roads and then connect up the irrigation as well. Okay, we'll see if this is enough pumping necessary. Let's put up a few pumps around here. Now, this is not enough. Let's get maybe another pump. Let's get one right there. That'll be good. And maybe that's enough. Let's see. Still. A little bit more. Let's see where we can fit another pump in. Anywhere along here is a little bit rough. Maybe right here we can put a pump in. Now, is that going to be enough? Ooh, still lacking a little bit. Where else can we throw a pump in? We could try to connect up these irrigation networks. I'll have to destroy one tile of farm. But we can try to connect this up to our existing irrigation network. Oh, I'm going to have to delete these ones too. Unfortunately, losing a little bit of our farmland is not very nice. And we're really low on money right now. I'm going to have a big money problem pretty soon. Okay, yeah, our irrigation network is still lacking. We need to be able to find another place. Maybe right here is a good spot. Okay, right there will be good. And maybe that's enough. Oh, still a little bit short. I can put one more pump right there. Okay, that's enough. There we go. So big irrigation system there. Let's build up our barley farms. I'm going to go for 3 farmers right away. So let's just fill up our whole tile here. And still close. Not exactly enough to fill everybody, but it's okay. Let's build another barley farm here. Actually, this one I can fill much more, so let's do all of that. We'll get 3 farmers there. Yeah, that's much more efficient. And get 2 haulers. We'll get 2 haulers for both these guys. Get an extra hauler here too. Alright, that's pretty good. Just kind of fill these ones out. Get a few more jobs for everybody. Just so we'll make sure everything's getting delivered on time. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good. I think that's enough for everything. So hopefully this barley will allow us to produce some beer. Let's make another warehouse just for barley. Oh, we're really low on money. Can I even afford this? 50 right now. Oof. Not a big fan of that. Oh boy. Okay, this will be our barley warehouse, I guess. Let's turn all of this off, and we'll just put barley here. Okay, we'll have to import this somewhere, so maybe we can bring it to one of these warehouses, and we'll have maybe another market. We'll have to build another market just for beer, I guess. Do I even have enough money? I'm really low on money right now. I need to start getting some more. Ooh, I need more workers, too. That's another thing. I'm running out of even workers to work all this place. Okay, so we might have to build more poor settlement. Maybe we can expand our settlements a little bit further south down here. Do I even have enough money for all that? Let's see. Let's do a similar kind of setup here with this well area. We can extend this all the way down. Do I have enough for that? Okay, maybe, let's see. Let's see if I can manage it. We'll try to add a little bit more population here. And we'll expand this network. Yeah, this water network can go around here. Okay, there we go. Let's actually remove... I don't think the rich people need water, so we'll just have these guys go to this network here. This will be okay. These 2 wells. And we need to also set up the other markets here so they can deliver to that area. Ooh, a little bit out of range for these ones. Jeez, I'm broke. Out of money. Oh my god. Big trouble now. I gotta set up some trade networks. That's the next thing I need to do. But I need to port for that. We're really low on money right now. I might have to delete some of these houses. Let's actually delete a few of these to get some money back. Okay. We'll have to wait off on populating these areas a little bit more. Let's see if we can get the markets to at least do some deliveries to this little area. Okay, and we'll get the milk delivery over here. At least we can populate this little area of town. And our pot deliverer, let's get a pot delivery to come down here. Can she even make it down here? It seems not. Unfortunate. So a little bit too far away for that. We could set up another market here. Oh, do I have enough money? I don't have enough money for that. Jeez. Oh boy, we're going in the red now. What's our economy like? Let's take a look at some things right now. Okay, big problem. I think I'm going to have to raise taxes a little bit. Let's go 4% taxes and try to raise that a little bit to hopefully get more money coming in. Taxes, wages, so ooh, big loss. We're getting a lot of loss right now. I can lower wages a little bit. Yeah, because we're going to just be going in the red. So let's try to raise taxes up. Lower wages. Oh boy, this is a big problem. Yeah. Our economy's in the toilet right now. Okay, we'll have to do that. Lower wages a little bit, increase taxes. Getting some trade would be good, but right now we're going deep in the red. This can be a big problem. So as you can see, things can very quickly spiral out of control. I thought I had my economy secure, but very quickly I entered this death spiral where the cost of everything started to increase too much and I couldn't even offset it with the trade I had. I think one mistake I made was, even though I had set up my port, I had to roll back a save, to be honest, to when I just made my port. I was trying to start importing a little bit too early. I thought if I could import some copper and start a copper jewelry production chain, I could maybe increase my trade, but that was a big flaw. That was a big mistake, and I ended up just costing myself the whole game there. So I decided to roll back to an earlier save. This is right after I just established my date trade, and I think for the time being, it's not worth to pursue any other trades. I think the best idea will be just to increase our prestige and try to make some connections with a few other cities. Now, there are some other trades available that are very valuable. For example, previously what I tried to do was leverage my date trade to import copper and then use that imported copper to produce copper jewelry, which I would then export for a surplus. But that didn't end up working. It just cost my economy too much. And basically my whole entire civilization collapsed. Even after I stopped the copper trade, I just couldn't get out of that death spiral. And eventually, basically the whole city was abandoned. So here I am again. I reverted back to a slightly earlier save that I'd made. Again, this is right after I established the date trade. I think what I'm going to do is just focus on increasing my date farming for the time being, just so I can have a very steady economy. I want to have enough dates and fish to feed all my middle-class townsfolk, as well as have more than enough to export to offset my current costs. I did turn off some of these buildings. I think I'm actually going to turn them back on for now. Actually, maybe let's turn this one off. I don't know if we need the 2 barley farms. Maybe. I would like to get my poor people, my poor population, their houses to be upgraded to level 4. Most of them are level 3 at the moment. There's a few level 2s here. I need to fix up my production chain a little bit. I had to delete some things, shut down some of my production for pottery and such like that. But we got all these guys working again, so hopefully we'll be able to get some pottery coming in and then eventually get all of these houses up to level 3. And then maybe once we get the beer production, we can get them up to level 4 as well. But I need to be a little bit more cautious with how I'm dealing with my economy. My economy is very tight at the moment. You could see I'm just in a small surplus of about 900. I'm actually going to lower the taxes back down just to deal with the issues of crime and health. But again, my economy is very tight. I really need to leverage my date trade to be able to make the most of that. So I think what I'm going to do right now is make a third date farm. Let's make that, and then we'll just have to rely on dates until we can unlock some other trading partners. The main way you unlock trading partners is by gaining prestige. Right now, I'm only trading with Keton in Cyprus, and the only things they want from me are ceramics, luxurious ceramics, copper jewelry, and dates. Now, these two, the luxury ceramics and copper jewelry, I can't make them natively. I need to import other products, for example, dye or copper, and then I can produce these. But because that double import exporting is a little bit too costly for me right now, I need to focus on just the primary industries. I can't move on to the secondary industries yet. So we're just going to focus on our primary industries, for example, date farming. Maybe eventually if we can increase our prestige, like for example with Heliopolis, we might be able to trade some other primary products like beer or maybe wine. Some of these states want wine as well. These are all things I can make natively without much of an issue. But again, we need to increase our prestige. So I think the best step is just finish this temple here. We need to build up our clay production facilities, produce a lot of clay, produce a lot of bricks, finish this temple, and that should give us a big prestige boost. Another thing also will be building a wall around the city. Eventually, if I can save up enough money, I want to build a wall around this whole region here and also set up a small elite district. We have the townsfolk, the middle class. We also have the lower class. But we need to make an area for the upper class. Now, I wonder if I should have put this temple somewhere else, but I might see if I can find a place to put the upper class. It's a little bit difficult because a lot of these areas are polluted. For example, this area with all the farms is very polluted. The best area, of course, is the middle class district. I'll have to think of where I can put the upper class district. Perhaps over here might be okay. We'll have to see where. I don't want to put them too far away. I could also put them near some of these other oases. These might be some good areas. These areas are quite clean, so that might be nice. Maybe on the other side of this poor district, in this area might be a good place to put the upper class. But we'll kind of see where to put them later. For now, I just want to focus on stabilizing my economy and hopefully not totally collapsing this time. So let's continue on here. We're going to build our second date farm. I'm going to put a date farm right here. This will be a good spot, and we'll extend out our canals a little bit more. Actually, I can't put it there. Let's delete that, actually. I forgot I can't farm on this rough, rocky terrain, so we're going to build the farm down here where it's nice and flat terrain. Let's put this crop farm right here. This will be a good spot. And yeah, right there. And we'll build some more irrigation to feed it a little bit more. So let's first connect it up to the road network. Let's just do something like this. I think that'll be okay. We can also connect it to our old irrigation network. Make everything interlinked. That'll be a little bit more convenient in some ways. We're going to have to delete some of these milk farms, though, but let's that's fine. Oh, let's do this. There we go. That should be enough to irrigate this. We do have to build a few more pumps, so let's build a couple pumps here. Pumps are a little bit expensive. I think 2 pumps should be enough for this. There we go. So that's more than enough to feed this farm, and then we can start building some of the date farms around here. Let's build one big date farm. I think that will be enough for 3 workers. So let's get 3 workers there. And that should be more than enough dates. Now we do need another place to store the dates. I think I might have to build another warehouse. Let's build a warehouse like right here. Another date warehouse. The problem is if I want to build another date farm, I'm kind of out of the range to actually fit it in. I could build it like down here. That might be a good idea, but I don't know. Okay, I guess we can just put it right here. This will be okay. Well, maybe we'll make this date farm purely for export only. Yeah, let's do that. Or maybe we can put it up a little bit more. Okay, we'll have to arrange this somehow. I don't know how to arrange this a bit. It's a little bit awkward placing sometimes these warehouses because they're so big. They take up a ton of space. And I do want to kind of save the space for building other stuff. So maybe we'll just put it right here. This is fine, I guess. Doesn't really matter that much. Let's make this one for dates only. And I think this one will just be for our exports. So let's make another date exporter here. Date transport. We'll just have this guy do exporting only. Or bring these dates. Whatever dates go to this warehouse will just be for export only. All right, let's pause there. And hopefully that will increase our date production. We'll be able to get a little bit more money. I do need to be careful about my money, though, because if I go too negative, it could be a real big problem and really difficult to crawl back from that. So I don't want to spend all my money yet. I also need to focus on building up my lower class population because right now it's quite limited. Though it looks like these will, once I get more of the clay production, should be a little bit easier. Yeah, I need more lower class people to actually move in. So it looks like some people are moving in. We should increase our population a little bit. Or some people leaving too. I don't know where they're going. Again, big issue is pots right now. Like, who needs stuff? A lot of these places are lacking the pottery. So wherever our pottery dealers are, they need to start distributing them. We can increase our pot production. We have a lot of pot producers going on, so I don't know if this is enough. Maybe we could dump one of these guys and get a pot producer there. I could also invest a little bit in a shrine here. I don't know. I don't have any shrines that will do that. Yeah, not enough workers for all these. Not enough workers for tablets, not enough workers for bricklayers. So we need more workers for sure to be able to fill this up. I could build more lower class houses, but I think it's more worthwhile to actually upgrade these houses here. If I can just get the pottery supply to increase here, that should be able to improve it a lot. Maybe what I should do is actually... What I could do is maybe get another canvassary built to bring in pots. We have 2 canvassaries at the moment traveling and carrying pots to this dealership, but it's still not enough, and I'm not really sure how much they're actually producing. They're not holding very many, so I think most of these pots are being carried out very quickly. It's just, maybe it's not enough to really feed everyone. Okay, it looks like most of these houses now are getting upgraded. So it's getting okay. Our population's increasing a little bit, so this is kind of stabilizing. And our upper class area, or I should say our middle class area, is also quite stable. The next thing I would need to upgrade them to the next level is copper jewelry. So I definitely need imports to do that, but I really cannot afford imports at the moment. So I think that's not really practical. We could get more canvassaries, but again, I don't want to start getting more lower class people because I need people to actually do these jobs. What I could do is build another lower class district. That could be a good idea. Incredible amount of milk here. Let's maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll spend some time to build another lower class district. I don't want to build too many of them, but it is quite useful. What I could do as well is build another administration office. Because I have one administration office, but I think I need a second one to actually supply everything here. We'll put this one right here. That way they can get supplied by the tablets that will be here. And then let's finish off the houses here. If I can get some level 4 housing, that would be pretty good. Okay, this will be good. Let's connect all this up with some roads. Okay, there we go. So we have a little network here. We'll try to connect them up with the distribution networks. Have some milk and bread distribution here. And then, are these places too far away to distribute? Let's see. They're a little bit far away to do it. So maybe not possible. Let's try this one. Maybe this one is close enough. It is, just barely, for pottery. Okay, so we can have one pot dealer actually going down there. And can we get any beer dealers to come down here? It looks like not, unfortunately, but that's okay. What we could do is build another market down here and somehow distribute to them a little bit easier. The real issue is managing the supply because they need to be access to a warehouse. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we can get something else, maybe another marketplace, I'm not sure. All these houses are built up now, so we do have at least a little bit of a population increase. Hopefully that'll be enough to help our lower class population here. Let's set this one to do something. That way if we're distributing beer and hopefully enough of these tablets to administer the population, we could get some increase to level 4 housing, which will help a lot. Again, I need to keep a close eye on my money because my money is doing okay, but I can't spend too much. If my money drops significantly, I'm going to have a real big problem. So it seems like this third date farm helps a lot. I'm getting a lot of date production right now, more than enough for my middle class people, and increasingly enough to sell. So hopefully I'll have to rely on the dates and not overwhelm myself with this production. Okay, so things are going pretty good now. We have enough workers. We could try to build another brickwork. I think what I need now actually is more clay mines. These clay mines are all producing quite a lot. Let's fully upgrade these clay mines at least. I need a surplus of clay to actually manage this. Because all this clay is being used immediately, I want to get basically more than enough clay than I actually need. Let's throw another clay mine, clay pit right here. A fourth one. There we go. And we can add also another worker there. And again, hopefully that'll increase our clay production. We'll be able to actually have enough to build these things. I really want to finish this temple. That will give me a huge prestige boost and help me a lot. Okay, so things are not doing too badly now. We could also try to increase our beer production. Let's do that. We'll maybe get another beer worker. It'll give the upper class something to do. Maybe I can even build another beer production facility. Sorry, not a bakery, but more beer production, more breweries. will help a lot, help supply this section of town. And where am I even storing the beer? I don't even know where it is. Here it is. Okay, so I'm storing beer there. That's fine. And then distributing it out to the people. Let's actually lower the supply of milk. We don't need that much milk in this area. Mostly just pottery and beer. We'll have maybe just 8 places for milk here. Because otherwise this whole storage has been filled with milk. This one can hold all the milk and bread, to be honest. This has more than enough for everyone. Some houses, so all of these are level 3 right now. A few of them are already close to level 4. Just missing a few resources to actually do it. A lot of them are missing administration. I don't know why these guys are so slow. Missing resources, okay. So we need more tablet producers. I have 1 tablet producer right now. Let's make another tablet producer. And maybe we can make another tablet producing facility. If we have enough money. Our economy is doing okay now. I need to start saving up my income. Let's make another tablet workshop and another brick workshop. That'll give the middle class people something to do. Oh, I'm already out of middle class workers. So you know what we can do? We can maybe expand this middle class settlement a little bit more. The middle class people are a bit better because they definitely pay more in taxes. So I definitely prefer having them if possible. Let's see where I can actually fit them in here. Right there. And a few other places I might be able to squeeze them in. I kind of want to spread them out a little bit. Make this area look a little bit nice at least. Let's try to connect them up a little bit. First of all, let's fix these roads up. Make this all stone road around here. There we go. So make that a little bit nicer, and we'll try to encircle this with some more greenery. That'll be nice as well. Let's build a few more decorations. Some trees are always quite nice. Kind of so they don't have to look at any of the nasty areas behind them. Let's build a few more over here as well. Again, I need to keep an eye on how much money I'm spending. Maybe right here would be good. And then we can continue our line of trees behind these houses. There we go. So hopefully that can help beautify these areas enough to make it interesting for people to live in. Let's throw in a few more parks as well. I do have to keep an eye on my money. I'm spending a little bit too much money. What we can do is maybe throw in some statues. That might be a good idea. These are very expensive though. 400 for a big obelisk. Let's maybe make a small statue here. Kind of at the entrance of this area. We'll put some statues like this to guard the entrance here to this kind of little neighborhood. I'll put those kind of things around these areas near the entrances, so it's kind of like welcoming people in. We do have a little park area here. We'll put some more in these areas too. Let's build maybe some nice little flower gardens here. Next to the temple and this housing area. And we'll build maybe a small park here as well. There we go. Let's throw in another piece of park here. This will make this area quite nice, hopefully. So you see some of these houses are developing. This one in the back and this one here are not developing very much. But that's okay, I guess. We'll see if we can fix this a little bit. Let's see if we can put something else here to kind of decorate this area a little bit. Ooh, I'm pretty low on money, so I need to be careful how much I'm spending. I don't want to spend a lot on this. Oh, a fire. Uh-oh. Jeez. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think I need to hire more firefighters. Let's do that, actually. That's one thing I want to do. Let's go around to all these fire stations and hire an extra firefighter before my city starts having major fire problems. Another thing I need to invest in is... Ooh, my money's going down. Let me check my economy. Ooh, very tight at the moment. A lot of wages, and basically my trade is just paying for the wages. Very, very bad at the moment. So I need to keep an eye on that. We need to be careful about our trade. We should get another trade ship coming in right now. So hopefully this will be enough to deal with this. But let's see. Okay, a little bit of money. Not that much, though. I think we do have to invest in some kind of crime prevention, though. So let's actually build a city watch. There we go. Let's put the city watch right here. This is a good position for it. And we can hire a few police officers to patrol the city. That will help deal with our crime issue. Our crime is not bad, but it will get bad very quickly, especially if I have to increase taxes, which I may have to do. I'm already almost out of money. I'm going to quickly end up in a position where I have no money left. But things are working right now. Just wages are a lot of money. I need to find a way to increase my trade a little bit more. These dates are good, but not exactly enough. I might maybe try if I can increase the amount of dates I'm holding here. Let's go up to maximum number of dates I can hold here. And hopefully just sell all of them to make some money back. Maybe I might even have to invest in another date farm to really offset this. We can squeeze maybe one more in down here or somewhere. I don't know where else we can fit them in. Maybe over here might be a good spot. But this is where the temple is going, so that's not really useful. I am running out of space where I can actually fit farms in. I have to build only on this like flat land near the coast is actually really viable. Or these areas near the oases. This kind of rocky land is just no good. No good for farming. Okay, so big increase in money there. So that was a good trade. So I think the dates are a good idea. We just have to increase our production basically. We have to get more dates coming in here. We could hire extra farmers, though it won't really make much of a difference. Let's see, you know what? Let's hire extra workers to move the dates out of these farms. That'll be a good idea. Because they're holding a lot of dates still. I'd want them to move these dates out of there very quickly. So that will hopefully make these farms a bit more efficient, even if I can't fit that many extra farms in. Okay, this elite district is looking pretty nice. What's the problem with this house? Issue is the lack of appeal. Ooh, they need 6 appeal. This appeal area is only about 3 or something like that. Ooh, disease. Okay, so we're going to have to build some kind of disease centers. We have the healers around, but they're just not really efficient enough. I could throw another healer down here. One more healer somewhere where I can fit him in. I don't really know where he can fit. Maybe right here we can put another healer. That'll hopefully help the disease in this poor district down here. Now, do I have any level 4 houses yet? I have 1 level 4 house. So, not that many. I would like a lot of these guys to increase if they can. What are these guys missing, really? A lot of them they have their supply. It's just the lack of appeal. They need 3 appeal. So I need to kind of improve this area a little bit more. So basically only these ones that are kind of close to the elite district have some nice appeal. What I could do is build a little bit more decoration. I could build some like flower gardens or something. Increase the appeal a little bit for these areas. I just don't have much space to even fit things in. I'm using a lot of the space here. Let's see if we can put a few parks in maybe. Put like a small park here. There. Put some parks in there. I don't know where else I can fit things in. This whole area is so cramped with like buildings, so it's hard to actually fit stuff in these areas. I have a few things just kind of squeezed in these little areas, so I'll see what else I can fit in here. Maybe along the edges I can plant some flowers or something. That might be a good idea. Do something like this. Plant a few flowers around. There. That would kind of help, I guess. I can put a park over here, maybe. Yeah, beautify some of these areas where I can actually fit things in. That's kind of okay. These flowers look a little bit ugly, but whatever, you know. I can maybe fit a park in here. Ooh, my income is very low, so maybe I'll have to hold off on the park. Because I don't have enough money to even afford it. Let's wait till my next trade ship comes by. Check out my economy at the moment. So it's okay. It's my economy's improving basically because my tax rate has gone up. Everybody's working. I do need more middle-class people to actually do these jobs. So if I can fill out these houses that are not currently occupied, that would be great. What's the issue with them? Are they just not getting delivery? These guys are getting some delivery, right? Let me check the delivery network for these. Okay, so these guys are not getting any deliveries. That's why. Okay, there we go. So let's make sure all these houses are getting deliveries. And then also improve the appeal. So this one's getting deliveries, but the appeal is too low. We'll have to invest a little bit. Now that we have a little bit more money, let's invest a little bit more in improving the appeal of this area. Let's put some trees around here. This will be a nice little area to put some nice trees. And is that enough appeal for this house? Just these areas are not enough. Maybe what I'll do is replace these little flower gardens with some parks. Let's build some little parks here. That might be a good idea. Can't fit any big parks. Could fit a big park here. I've already used up so much space to put parks there, though, but that's fine. Let's put just a small park here. Okay, there we go. Some parks there. Will that increase the appeal enough for this area to be livable? Apparently not. Jeez. This area is really picky. I don't know what else to do about that. New trade opportunities. Okay, great. So what does Heliopolis want? So this is a good opportunity. Heliopolis will trade for beer, and we can increase our beer production a lot. We do need to send a gift. So I think what we can do, that gives us a good goal. We can increase our beer production. We can even plant more barley farms to really upgrade this. These barley farms are all doing quite well. I don't think I can increase the barley farming here that much. Could I? Oh, I can. I can have one more barley farmer. And these guys are all producing a lot of beer. Not much issue for either of these guys. We'll get more workers here. We do need more townies to increase our beer production. Okay, so only one city, one town right now is still lacking appeal. I don't really know what's wrong with this area. This area apparently is too bad. The appeal is too low. Like, it's just these two tiles have low appeal, which I don't understand. These areas are all great, so I don't really understand why that area is so particularly bad. Is it polluted or something? No. Let's delete these parks then. Let's try something else. I'm going to build a statue there. Let's build a statue of maybe a lion. That would be good. Right here, and then put a park there too. There we go. Okay, there. Finally, that's enough. I guess that's enough for the house to actually be built up. Okay, so that'll help us a little bit. We're very tight for our production abilities. What's wrong with this place? Oh, not enough dates. I may have to start hiring some other sellers for the meantime. Maybe what we can do is dump one of these guys here, and I'll get another distributor to actually distribute some stuff. Let's get someone else distributing dates, and then we can maybe build another market later to distribute other goods. Once we increase this neighborhood a little bit more. Okay, there we go. That's everyone in this district getting stuff distributed to them. Okay, there we go. That's pretty good. That means this whole area is well developed enough. We will have to see if we can increase the production here. But so far things are going pretty good. Not enough workers. Let's see if we can make another brick production facility. There we go. Another brickworks. And I'm going to invest a little bit in a shrine. I had to delete a lot of my shrines just to save money. But what we can do is lower wages. Yeah, let's build this to lower the wages for all of these guys here. And this would be a perfect spot right in the middle, but that's fine. I could put this one here and it'll lower the wages for all of these guys. Now for these, I can only have one at a time, but that's fine. 50% lower wages for all of these guys will help a lot. Especially because the middle class people demand a lot in wages. I mean, it's hard to notice. Crime is on the rise. Oof. Okay, let's deal with that. Let's hire a few more police officers. What's the crime rate? It's not that high. It's okay. Some areas are a little bit high. For some reason, this one market is really high. Crime is a big problem. If the crime rate gets too high, we're going to have real big issues. Look at the amount of dates here. Oh my god. I think I need to build a bigger port. Maybe that's what I should do. I should replace this port with a big port instead. So maybe we should do that. Maybe let's increase the port size. We have enough money. We probably could do it. Let's go to the trade. Where is that? Large port. So what's the difference between the normal port and the large port? Just the amount it can distribute? Let's try that. I'm going to delete this port, and I'm going to build... Oh, there goes all that trade. That's a lot. So let's delete this port, and build a large port in the meantime. Can I even fit a large port here? I guess not. Maybe we'll have to build a large port somewhere else. We'll keep our small port here then. That's okay. And I can turn all these off. What we might have to do is build a whole new trading area just to even fit the port in, because this area is just too small. This is good enough for a little port here, just for the dates, but I think we have to go somewhere in this Big Bay area to build a big trading facility. So maybe we can find some location that would be good. Let me take a look for some places that could fit a large port. This island might be okay. I really wish we could terraform the terrain a little bit. I don't think we can. The only areas that might be possible might be either the south bank over here, or these areas right at the mouth of this river area. Yeah, maybe right here might be the only spot. Up here or on the other side of the river, and that's really far away from my main settlement, to be honest. Any other locations that could be possible, even upriver a little bit more? Doesn't really seem like it. Unfortunate there's nothing really close by where I can easily fit the port in. I think really this seems to be my only option, to go up here and do it. So yeah, maybe I'll have to put a port there, a big port, and start increasing my trade a little bit. Now that we can trade beer pretty soon, we should start really pumping up our trade a lot. Okay, I'm going to invest in a big port district up here, and this will be our bigger trading port. We'll turn this whole area at the very edge of the coastline here into our main trading hub. And this will be for trading beer as well as dates in the future. We'll try to move all our trade production up here, I think. Maybe we can leave the date trade down in the south. I think that should be fine. But anything larger than what we're doing there, we might have to do it up here instead. So what we'll do is I'll build a few warehouses around here to supply this place. We'll build some roads going back south as well. So very long route out here, but I guess we'll have to just kind of manage it anyways. Let's build up a few warehouses in the port district. I'll put maybe 2 warehouses here for now, both within range of the port. And this should be more than enough to supply our trade. We'll make one for dates. This will be our new date exporting area. Maybe both of them can be for dates and beer. Look out! We'll try to increase our production of both of these, and then this can trade out both dates and beer as much as possible, and hopefully we can get a lot more money from trade from that. We'll keep this port active for now, but we'll try to rearrange things a little bit to make this a little bit more viable. Let's also build a canvas area here. Maybe we'll have to build a couple of these. There, we'll build 2 of them for now, though we may not use both of them yet. Let's get a few guys here to bring dates up to this port. And then one guy bringing beer. Actually, we'll maybe save on the beer guy a little bit later. Let's get these guys to carry dates out from this producer and drop them off here. We'll get another guy to do the same. Okay, there we go. So 2 canvasaries bringing dates up. And we'll slowly move our date production from this port to the other port over there. And what we can even do is maybe throw in another date farm if we can. I have enough money, I can do it. Let's keep increasing our date production. That might be the best idea. Let's throw in another date farm, like right here. It's again out of range of this trade facility. Maybe we could put it somewhere else, I don't know. There's not really any other places where the date farm would be really possible. The other place would be across the river this way. Or even what we could do, we could just keep our date farms in this area. We can build a few date farms over here, and then just keep our supply a little bit easier to manage. So maybe let's do that. Maybe let's make some new date farms up here. We'll build just a couple of them. We'll build like 2 in this area. That might be a great idea, to be honest. Just to supply these 2 areas a little bit better. And this area, I don't even need to fertilize too much because it's all quite easy to supply. Okay, there we go. Let's build 2 date farms over here. Let's connect them up to our roads and work on the irrigation. And put in our pumps. We'll have to put in new pumps. This will be a whole new irrigation center. Okay, we'll have to put in a couple pumps. Always with the irrigation system, we need a lot of pumps to be able to manage it. Okay, this can get this area irrigated enough. Maybe we can extend this one a little bit more. There we go. So that's this date farm. Again, just farming a ton of dates here. Should be enough for at least 3 workers to supply. We are going to need more lower class producers, though, to actually manage this. Let's build another date farm up here. We are having a little bit of an issue with the irrigation, so maybe what we can do is build a little bit more irrigation over there. And put in another pump right here. There we go. That should be enough. Close. Maybe one more pump. There we go. So one more right here. That's enough. There we go. So now this date farm is fully built up. We have enough for even another farmer. We can have like 4 farmers here. Producing a ton of dates. You know what? Let's maybe have 3 farmers and then 1 hauler. Actually, you know what? I think because we're so close to the area, the storage area, we can have all these guys just bringing dates very quickly. Show me where. Why are people leaving the city? No idea. Okay, now we do need to work on our population, though. Maybe try to increase both areas, the middle and the upper class population. If we can get enough money coming in, then we can start really getting some trade. So now we have our big port up here. We'll also start bringing in some beer if we can. So let's see if we can increase our beer production a little bit more. Again, let's increase this area a little bit. We'll try to import the beer as much as possible. Maybe make more barley farms. We'll have 1 area for barley and 1 area for beer. Build another warehouse right here. This will be the beer warehouse. The other one will be the barley warehouse. So let's turn off barley here. We'll activate barley in this one. And this one will be just for beer only. Okay, there we go. So that's perfect. Ooh, lacking workers in a lot of these places. Geez, really lacking workers now. So now my money problems are becoming much less of an issue, but the lack of workers is becoming a problem. So we really got to start building up more townships, or at least upgrading these settlements here. Very difficult. A lot of these guys are just not getting upgraded right now. I don't know what these tablet guys are doing. Missing resources. Oh, because no workers. Not enough workers. Not enough workers. Yeah, lack of workers. So this is going to be a big problem if this starts being an issue. Okay, we are getting a lot of dates, though. This is going to be a lot of date production here. And I think we can really have insane amounts of trade if we can do this. Let's go back to our trade here. What are we trading with Khitan? So we're trading dates. I think we're already trading the maximum number of dates possible. So this is going to quickly become an insane amount of dates, I think. Okay, let's keep working on the beer. The barley right here is pretty good. I do need more workers to actually supply this, though. A lot of people are leaving the city. Why are they leaving the city? So what's missing here? They're missing the beer. They don't have enough beer. And I don't know, like I'm getting beer imported here. Just too slow, I guess. I don't know. Let's get some more people, more canvassaries actually carrying beer out here. Let's get another guy to bring the beer in. There we go. So we can bring that in there. But again, these guys are not producing anything. Not enough workers for any of that. Yeah, big lack of worker issue, and a lot of these things are collapsing now. Oh my god. Am I really going to have another death spiral because I don't have workers? Why is everyone leaving? Like, what's the big problem with the city right now? Like, look at this. What the heck's going on here? No fish. No fish. Okay. No fish because no workers. Oh my god. Okay, let's deal with this a little bit. This is something I find really annoying sometimes. Let's first shut down this clay mine. I'm going to deactivate this clay mine. Deactivate one of these brickworks. Deactivate one of these tablet makers. I don't know what else. Like, how many people do I need here? Like, no workers anywhere. Where are these people going? Deactivate one of these breweries. Actually, I want to keep the breweries up, because they're going to be a big supply network for me. If possible, yeah, lack of fish is causing all the middle-class people to leave. And lack of fish is because no one's working. Okay, what else do we need to shut down? We got to shut down some of these things. Maybe let's shut down one of these date farms. This date farm, I think, is maybe overkill. Let's shut this one down. You just have one date farm for now, is fine. And still lack of workers. At least we got fishermen now, so we should start getting fish again. But yeah, big population collapse there for a minute. Until we can get fish imported in here, we're going to lose all this middle class area. Without the middle class, we can't do a lot of these things. Okay, I guess we just have to wait a little bit. Let's wait a few minutes for things to kind of even out. There we go. Some fish coming in. Now this area should start coming back a little bit. Here, what I might have to do is get another transporter to bring fish in. Let's get another guy doing fish runs. There we go. He can come deliver the fish. And what I might have to do is invest in another fisherman. Let's maybe get another fisherman here. Even though I have no workers to do anything. Yeah, our population is in a big decline right now. And no workers anywhere. All these areas are abandoned. Because no fish. Is the market even working? They're distributing stuff. Let's change this distributor from dates to fish, maybe. Unfortunate. I don't know what's going on here, so we gotta somehow manage it. I'm stuck in this hit pit now. I don't know if I'll even be able to get out of this. So again, my problem now is not even money. It's just that the population is just a mess, and people are just leaving like for no reason. Like, well, what's the issue here? For real? Like, just work. Just do a fucking job. Yeah, this whole lower class area is just depopulating at the moment. Workers protest. Oh boy, okay. Big problems here. What are they protesting about? Like, do I need to lower taxes? Will that help a little bit? Okay, now we're getting these stupid problems. Let's try increasing the wages a little bit. And lowering taxes maybe a little bit. That'll hopefully help some of these things. Help people come back a little bit and bounce back. Our population is collapsing right now. Maybe if we increase wages, that'll get people to come back. Because, yeah, I really need to deal with this. Okay, we got some people coming back, which is good. Let's check the fire rate. Pretty high. Crime rate, pretty high as well. I can't afford to build any other things. We have no police officers anymore because we have no upper-class workers. We have no upper-class workers because we have no fishermen. We have no fishermen because, I don't know, we just don't have people working jobs at the moment. Let's at least close off one of these fisheries. I'll have to shut one down for now. At least if we can get one to be filled with people, that will be, like, okay. Maybe I'll have to shut off one of these farms as well. Let's turn off a farm. Real issue is the bread. Like, what's going on with this bread production right here? Like, they're just not making enough bread right now. There's people working. Why is the issue of bread not being enough? Do I just not have enough bread production? Is that it? Maybe I need to build another grain farm. That might be the idea here. Maybe that's just producing too much. Issue is I just don't have enough people. Like, don't have enough people to manage it. Yeah, no bread for anything. Now, I deactivate these, but I'm not sure where everybody's working. Like, where are they going right now? If we don't quickly organize a festival in his honor, we'll have to face his wrath. Okay, who's mad about the gods? All the gods are mad. Utu is mad. And we can't have a festival because we don't have any bread. We can add dates. Let's do that. Okay, let's celebrate. That'll hopefully make him happy. So, yeah, the religion system is a bit of an issue, and we're still losing population here. Oh my god. My whole upper district is abandoned right now. This game really is just like a fine balancing act. Let's close down. Maybe we can shut down some of these clay pits. Like, we don't have any workers anyway here. Okay, thieves are robbing the warehouses now. Big problem. We need the, I don't know, we need something. We need something going on here. I have a lot of money, but I don't know if I can solve this problem just with money alone. People are rioting. Like, people are rioting. People are going crazy. My population is just in free fall right now. And I really don't know how to resolve this, honestly. Like, I don't know what I can do to fix this problem. It just seems like things are getting worse and worse. Like, what can I do to fix this, honestly, at this point? Jeez, what a mess. What a mess. Look at this. My whole clay production is gone. Thieves are stealing everything. Yeah, this sucks. So I think this city is just doomed. I don't know how I can fix it. This is like the third time I'm trying to save it. The first time I went into a debt spiral where I just couldn't climb out. The second time I was able to climb out of my debt spiral, but I ended up falling into another debt spiral and then the whole city just collapsed. Now it's just collapsing for like no reason. I don't really know why it started declining like this. I just hit a point where there wasn't enough labor, and because of that, it just like spiraled out of control. Now I don't even know how to save this. I think it's just going to decline until the end. Like, I can speed this up. Let's try speeding this up and see. Okay, alright. Well, let's just wait here for a minute. I don't really know what else I can do here. I almost have to just like destroy the whole city and restart again. This seems like there's no way out of this. So yeah, the population is just going to collapse entirely. Right? Oh boy, yeah. So this is just doomed. This whole city is just done. Down to like 1,400 people. Look at this, just a ruin. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Look at that. And I really have no idea what happened. Like, what did I do wrong here? I think it was just because... Was it because I built these date farms? Like, it was just a little bit too much population, and then suddenly that caused a big, like, death spiral? I really have no idea, but basically I have no workers anywhere now. And this whole city is just, like, dead. So, I don't know. This is, like, the third time I've tried to save the city. I think, I don't know. I need to do something else to try to manage it, because this is not really good. I don't think I'm ever going to finish this temple. I think I am going to have to finish this off here, because I really don't know what I did wrong, or how I could resolve this, honestly. Because like I said, this is like the third time I've tried to save the city, and it was going pretty well. Like, my economy was fixed. I fixed my economic problems, but just I don't know, it just had a big population dump spiral where just nobody was working, and then suddenly there's like a few workers, and then it just became a big mess where everybody started leaving the city. So I don't really understand why that happens. That seems a little bit ridiculous, that if there's like some more workers in one area, it causes this huge collapse. But that's very odd. So I don't know. I don't know what I could have done differently. But yeah, there goes the whole city in ruins. Just a disaster. I never finished my temple, never got my aristocrats moved in. Oh well, I think I'm going to finish off here. I'm kind of tired of trying to resolve this. So maybe another time I'll try again. Either way, I will say I do like this game a lot. I think I need to learn how to play a little bit more, because definitely I'm not really sure what I did wrong. Like, I'll have to think about it a little bit more. But definitely, if you enjoy these kind of city builders, this is a really great example. It is pretty unforgiving, I would say. It's really easy to get stuck in these holes where I really don't see any way out. Like, honestly, I have no idea how I could crawl out of this situation when it started happening. Like, shutting down half my economy, maybe, I don't know. But that would just cause people to leave even faster. Like, at this point, I really don't know what I could do. I think the only solution would be to delete half the city and just rebuild. Like, that would be the best way, basically, to deal with this. Probably, yeah, like, what we'd have to do is delete, like, basically all these towns. Delete everything and start again. Like, other than that, I really don't know what I'd do. And honestly, at that point, you might as well just rebuild the whole city, like, start a new game. Because, like, I really don't know how you could save the city at that point. I would wish that it was a little bit more forgiving, that there was some way you could save it once that starts happening. Because it seems like once I started having this, like, spiral of death, I really had no solution to escape it. Like, I really didn't know what to do. And it seemed to start for such a random reason. I don't know what started it. I think it might have been because I built these date farms and just like it was a little bit over my employment limit or something like that, or there wasn't enough people, and maybe a few people left for whatever reason, and suddenly I went to less employment than I needed. But that seems a little bit ridiculous that something like that would start a huge cascade that eventually causes the death of the city, because that seems a little bit overkill for something minor like that, and I don't really have any tools to manage it, it seems. So I don't know. Either way, like, I really do like this game. This is a very cool game, and there's so many features I did not even get a chance to get into, like, again, building the custom monuments, or even the whole military system, even things like building walls. I didn't get a chance to build walls at all. I have a lot of money. Maybe I could just build some walls right now. Let's just build a wall around my dead, terrible city. Oh, I don't even have bricks, so I can't even do that. Never mind. I need bricks to actually build the wall. So I don't have any bricks. I have no resources at all. So whatever. Let's just end the video here. That was that was this city, the attempt at this city, even though it collapsed again. Whatever, you know, that's just how it goes. That's how civilization goes. So see you guys again next time. So goodbye, guys.